The NFL draft was just in Detroit, and it was historic. People came from all over the world to root on their favorite team as they get drafted to be professionals in the National Football League. And people came to check out the city of Detroit. They got to stroll down our award-winning Riverwalk and see Canada from the other side. I mean, that's always pretty wild. Once the gates opened, people started strolling in, jerseys from all over, but of course there was a lot of Honolulu blue to support the Detroit Lions. The NFL commissioner came out with Eminem, and they announced to the crowd that we just beat the day one record for the NFL draft in attendance with 225,000 people. Later, we found out that over 12.2 million people viewed the first round of the NFL draft, another record that was broken. But we weren't done yet. On day 3, the governor of Michigan, Gretchen Whitmer, came out and told us that we broke another record.
The 2024 NFL draft has now broken the all-time record! 700,000 and counting! So, thank you NFL fans and thank you Detroit!
The key word to that was "and counting." It ended up being over 775,000 people that came in attendance. I met people from Australia, from England, people that came from all over the United States to root on their favorite team. People waited in line to see the Super Bowl rings and even just to get a glimpse of the Lombardi Trophy. There was tons of activities that people participated in. Brothers raced each other to see who could get the touchdown in the end zone fastest, and sons even raced moms, which I thought was pretty awesome. But you gotta always let mom win. I mean, come on, choose your ride. Jahmyr Gibbs from the Detroit Lions came out and played some football and challenged himself against a lot of the kids who were waiting in line. Everybody was just having a good time. There was TVs all around the city, so if you couldn't get close to the stage, you could root on your favorite team from anywhere. There were people in attendance that have been rooting on their favorite team for years, and there were people in attendance who just started rooting on their favorite team and will be rooting on for many years, making memories with their loved ones and with their buddies that they watch Sunday football, and now they could say they went to a draft with. With the excitement of last season for the Detroit Lions and with the NFL draft, some super fans have one thing on their mind.
We're looking for a Super Bowl.
Throughout the week, I noticed one thing that carried on from day to day through the hundreds of thousands of people. It was just this great positive energy between everybody. There were friends and there was family. There were young kids that were making memories with their dads, and they can say that they were at the NFL draft. There were strangers that were getting along. It didn't matter what jersey you had on. You were still an NFL fan, and you had a blast. People were enjoying the city, and they were enjoying each other's company. People were smiling and laughing and dancing and just being one. This was the first time that many people attended their first NFL draft, but definitely this was the first time that a lot of people visited Detroit. I talked to people that came from England, some people came from Scotland, people came from Kansas City, and even California, and they said they fell in love with the city of Detroit, and they will definitely come visit again soon. At the end of day 2, there was a tribute to Motown and just Detroit musical artists in general. They played Stevie Wonder, they played the Jackson 5, even some Eminem, Big Sean, Bob Seger, and the White Stripes, just to name a few. This was such a fun way to end the day. People just dancing, singing, and having fun. As people get ready and excited for the next upcoming NFL season, the NFL draft was a landmark moment for the city of Detroit. People making memories with their friends and their families that they will cherish forever. But now hundreds of thousands of people know something that all us Detroiters have known for a long time. This is a pretty amazing city with a lot of grit and a lot of soul. Make sure to check out visitdetroit.com and follow Visit Detroit on all social media platforms to see all the amazing things that we got coming up. And go Lions!